Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello! This is Lee over at Laughing Place HQ. And we got Alex over at Disney California Adventure. How's it going, Alex?
Hello. It's going great. Glad that the magic is back.
The magic is back.
Very exciting.
Ooh. Starting off over at Oswald's Tires.
Yep, we are at California Adventure, the entrance of Buena Vista Street. One of the big deals with the reopening of the park was merchandise, and it is readily available. I have not experienced long lines for it, and they have it easily on display out here.
Oh, very cool.
Two styles of t-shirts. One is a gender-neutral cut, and one is a cut more for the female body. And then there are tumblers and face masks, all in the Magic is Back collection.
That's very cool. And hello, Richard. Thanks for joining in. See Mike Celestino's in here as well.
Ooh, Mike started his day at California Adventure yesterday, and then hopped over to Disneyland where I was, and we got to hang out with him for a little bit. And he did the Disneyland live stream. I tagged along for a little bit, but had some knee problems, so I ended up bowing out midway through.
The magic is back, Sonic. Couldn't have said it better myself.
So where do we want to go? Where do you want us to start?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I haven't been there in forever and a day. Starting off with Carthay Circle here is beautiful enough, but really, let's see. You know what? Let's go to the left.
Okay. We'll see Hollywood Boulevard and I guess the bit of Avengers campus that is available and has been for the longest time, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. I haven't been over there yet today, but I hear that they sort of rethemed.
Ooh.
There's a little bit of a cameo from, well, not only the Laughing Place founders, Doobie and Rebecca, but also Mickey Mouse.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what's the bigger deal.
I do love this fountain, and I see that we have a special guest by it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Pluto here a little bit earlier, meeting and greeting and taking pictures. So, and they've got a kind of a queue organized for people to stop in front of Mickey, get their picture with the main mouse.
The main mouse himself.
Main mouse himself. Here's the outdoor dining area for Carthay Circle, which I think booked up pretty fast for reservation. The two table service restaurants you can make reservations for at this park are Carthay Circle and the Luxo Lounge at Pixar.
Now, is it still all outdoor dining?
Lamplight Lounge. It is. So it's a little bit interesting. Like yesterday at Disneyland quick service, we encountered places like the Plaza Inn where they had their indoor dining completely blocked off. But then later in the day, I went to the Red Rose Tavern, got a gray stuff, and they had just a handful of tables available inside, and they were letting you sit there. So I don't really understand the rule of when you can't or when you can. And then the other thing that's weird is for attractions, the length of them can't exceed 15 minutes indoors. So for Rise of the Resistance, they completely cut the Rey BB-8 pre-show because that would count. So you just skip that bit and go straight into the transport. But it's weird, you know, that you can dine, you can be in the gift shops for however long as you please. But if you're indoor on an attraction, it can't exceed 15 minutes or they are breaking a rule.
I didn't even think about the merchandise. That's so true, and that's so weird. And hello, like, Caitlin. Welcome back.
Yeah, because the main shop here, you know, stretches down from the beginning of the main entrance to Elias and Company right around the corner here, and technically in Hollywood land. And, you know, if you were going slow and really taking your time, you could stretch that out. You guys want to go into the studio?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's see what's over there.
Cool. I know yesterday, yesterday there was not only superstars, but superheroes out on the stage over here. So let's see. And I see a lot of Marvel merchandise, Marvel and Star Wars merchandise at the studio store, including Falcon and the Winter Soldier t-shirts, which I assume they sell out at Disney World. I think I saw them when we were there.
Synergy.
Not that
You know
long
what I
ago.
noticed yesterday from us covering all of the grand reopenings? I feel personally that there was a ton of characters out over at
Yeah.
Disneyland.
Well, and it was interesting because they would change them out and we wouldn't see the same ones come back. And one of the really special moments yesterday was seeing both the Evil Queen and Snow White out together. Um, we saw Anna and Elsa out together. I saw Cruella de Vil out all by herself at the end of Main Street, really laughing it up and having a perfectly wretched time. And it was interesting. The other thing that's interesting here compared to Disney World, Disney World, they bring their characters out. I don't know if you can see, but Captain America's on the stage. But
Oh.
they bring their characters out and they're moving through, or they're like in an area doing something, which they
Mhm.
do that here. Like we saw Max and Goofy, they're still doing the fishing thing that they do during Touch of Disney. But um, they will also pose, like you saw with Mickey Mouse. Here's Captain America, and they set up a socially distant queue. So the meet and greets here are much more like universal than they are at Disney World.
Yeah, true. I just feel like there's a lot more. I feel like I don't see this many characters whenever I go to Walt Disney World.
Yeah, there is a lot more. And then one of the things that they can't tell you where or when they might appear. So yesterday you had sent us the tip about Miguel. It's the Miguel walk around character that they did with Magic Happens, and I think made approximately 3 appearances before Magic Happens stopped its run. And um, with that, so it was like his meet and greet debut. And so you had told us kind of where to go, and then we saw the cast member there with the character, like I'm a character attendant badge, and so we stood around and we asked him like if he's coming back. He's like, I can't say if he's coming back, I can't say when or where, but when you see one of us, there's a good chance that a character will appear. They do have the Disney Visa uh, photo opportunity. So at Disneyland, they've got Star Wars. Here, it's a Black Panther photo opportunity. So you show your Disney Visa card, you can get your exclusive photo. This was put up when Captain Marvel came out, and part of that meet and greet, they used to have a ladder here, and she would climb up into the cockpit,
Yeah.
which was really cool. Always Coca-Cola.
Jeremiah says, Broken Jeremiah is going to go on Pixar Pal Around for the first time
Ah,
tomorrow.
are you going to attempt the swinging side, or are you going to do the stationary side?
Yeah, Jeremiah, you got to do the swinging side.
I
It
will
makes
say
you feel such alive. So alive.
I am not afraid of most rides, but that is one that I've done only once on the swinging side, and kind of made the determination I never need to do that again. But I will ride it on the stationary side. That's the Falcon and Winter Soldier photo op.
Yeah, another Captain America photo op right there.
Yeah. Hyperion Theater welcomes you back. We were missed. Who wasn't missed? Anna and Elsa, because they did not bring that
Oh.
show back.
Curious to see
Is
when we'll see shows start returning over in California.
Yes. Here's the Collector's Tower before you leave, a little homage to the original Hyperion Studios sign.
Oh, I love that sign.
It's beautiful. I already instantly see a change right there, kind of dividing Hollywood land from
Yeah.
Avengers Campus. So this is one of the entrances. So when we step over, you can see where the brick ends. When we step over that, I'm officially in Avengers Campus, and I think I'm gonna feel a whole lot different when I get
You
on the
probably
other
will.
side. I'm gonna I'm gonna
Jeremiah, you got to do the swinging. You got to do the swinging. Don't do the non-swinging. You just got to
I'm
go
gonna
home.
record my shoes going over.
Oh, those are
Oh,
some
it feels
fancy bricks.
amazing. It feels amazing. I'm in Avengers Campus.
All right. Mike Celestino says that the hidden Mickey is near the Guardians queue.
Oh yeah. I remember him showing that on Twitter yesterday. It did really well. So it was in these blue goo things, which I think are newish.
What
Maybe
is it
people.
supposed to be?
I think
Because
it's
it looks like the
supposed
secret
to
of the
be
ooze from like Ninja
the
Turtles.
or the Power Rangers movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it's actually supposed to be Drax vomit when he
What?
got ill. Drax, because he's all blue. I would imagine Drax has fun colors on it.
He says it's at the base of a lamppost on the left.
On the left. Well, I'm on the left. I don't know how far on the left he means.
I like playing this little I Spy game.
Yeah, we're looking. If you guys see it, holler. Maybe it's this lamppost.
He said right there. So it must have been by the pole that he needed to be by.
Anyone see it? I feel like Mike needs to come on in audio form and tell me more.
Oh, he said not that one.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing there were a lot of people here, because that's the cue.
Kiki says that she sees it.
Oh, well, I see a lot of things that look like
next to the pole.
Is it this one?
Oh, there it is. Or one of them.
I thought the picture he showed was an isolated Mickey.
I thought so too. I think you're right.
But now the queue has moved, so I have more space to look. But I don't want to waste too much of our live stream time on this. Certainly a lot of the shapes look Mickey-esque, like this one, but it just doesn't.
Yeah, they all look Mickey. Yeah, there's just Mickeys everywhere in here.
I know. Well, if you want to see the full isolated Mickey, go on our Twitter and go back to yesterday. And
we also have it on our website, so either way.
Oh yes, that too. Even easier.
If you go to laughingplace.com, it'll be on the photo report we have for Avengers and all the changes done to Guardians for the reopening.
There's a very special ship up there.
Oh.
On top of a building. It's garnered a lot of attention. And I think this is probably the Pym particle eatery, because it looks like a honeycomb wall.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that blue goo either, but it's weird. I don't understand.
You know what's funny is it's not blue the whole entire way. Here it's more amber. Like it changes color.
Is it like one of those like mood rings that like if the sun hits it changes?
Not changing color in that way. Like here's the transition where it goes from kind of amber to blue. But it's not all necessarily blue, is what I'm saying.
Weird.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
I'm just trying to figure out what the story is for it.
Do you know the story of the blue goo, Ben? Not yet. And then the gate over there is for Stark Aeronautics.
Aww.
And there's some nice Avengers logo. Looks like at any moment they could close this gate if they wanted to.
Yeah, that's a really cool transition they added.
Yeah. And again, there's like a grate that lets you know. So I'm in Avengers campus, and now I'm in Hollywood land.
So do those gates look like they could close, or does it look like it's just?
I think it's just the illusion.
Okay, because I wondered if they'd use it for like special events.
I don't think they will.
Yeah.
I think it's just meant to look like they would close, but in reality, they will always be the way they are. It'll probably be the kind of thing where if they needed to close the land, they would do it with a rope. Little less grand. We'll go down this Hollywood Boulevard, not the same one in LA, and not the same one in Orlando. But they do both have the Fairfax market, I guess, between Orlando and here. No Toluca legs out here, sadly. And no scoops.
So are most of the shops open right now, or some of them closed?
Some of them are closed. Like outside of the Little Mermaid, that shop was closed. But over by the Lamplight Lounge, that little Pixar store was open. Like Bing Bong's Sweets was open. Um, so it's kind of weird what is and isn't open at Disneyland. Like this shop at the outdoor shop by Splash Mountain wasn't open, and the Pooh Corner shop wasn't open. But obviously, the gift shop Splash Mountain exit into had to be open
Mm-hmm.
because otherwise you can't get people off that ride.
Yeah. They're gonna be stuck in the laughing place.
They would have been stuck in the laughing place. We got pretty wet, but we were excited because again, it was 90 degrees yesterday.
Oh yeah.
So I could have probably stayed on that ride and just been soaked and much more content than I was standing outside.
Have you guys used mobile order at all?
Yes, actually, you have to.
Oh, okay.
Most places will only serve you mobile order. The exception is the carts, which I've actually found to be a bit of a problem because it's been hot and we went through a lot of bottles of water yesterday, and lines at like churro carts, which don't do mobile order, would be very long because people wanted churros and there wasn't like a quick way to get a bottle of water.
Hmm.
But
Do we...
yeah, most places need mobile order. And actually, pro tip for Disneyland, but plan your mobile order in advance for Dole Whip, which is only available at the Tropical Hideaway. They've closed the juice bar outside of the Tiki Room.
Mm-hmm.
And because they were filling up. So when we checked at like around noon, the soonest we could get it was around 4. And by like 3 o'clock, they were all out of distribution times. So you kind of have to plan in advance for your mobile orders because they can fill up on their allotted times. So particularly for the Dole Whip.
Another pro tip I'll give for mobile order, something that we do out here at Walt Disney World, is if you just keep refreshing the time, sometimes it'll give you a time if someone cancels.
Oh,
so you
nice.
could always look at it that way too.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see, but Minnie is out now in her flapper girl dress.
Oh. How fancy.
How very 1923 of her.
Jazz, we're over here.
How are the parks feeling? Because it looks kind of busy in the area you've been at so far, but
Yeah, you hit these areas of congestion, but then also like you'll go down Grizzly Peak and you'll turn the corner by the Grizzly Rapids, which isn't running, and like it's empty over there. So it's kind of weird. There's parts where you feel like you're alone in the park, and then there's parts where you feel like it's just any other day with masks.
huh. And Radiator Springs Racers is open.
It is open. They are, I think, the longest line in the park right now, but they have lots of outdoor space for that line anyway, so it's not as impactful as like over at Disneyland, some of the Fantasyland attractions. And Disneyland yesterday was closing off some rides. Like we saw both Pirates and Haunted Mansion saying their queue is full, turning people away and telling them to come back later.
Oh, wow.
Not necessarily with a return time. Just check again later and see if you can come in the queue.
Huh. Kind of interesting that they kept all these chairs and tables out here.
So that was a big problem we had at Disneyland. I feel like there's more of them here, but because they don't have mask break zones, and you can only eat or drink at a table. So at Disneyland, we encountered in the afternoon, I bought a green milk and a bottle of water in Batu, and the first table I was able to find where we could stop was along the Rivers of America.
Oh, wow.
So my
I mean, that's off planet.
That's off planet. My green milk was half melted by that point because it's frozen, so it was more liquid than ice. And that was a little bit of a dissatisfier, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that's interesting.
At California Adventure, they do seem to have more tables and chairs than Disneyland does. And that's definitely something I would say Disneyland needs to work on.
Well, are those tables just left over from A Touch of Disney, or are those
They
more?
probably are left over from A Touch of Disney. And it's kind of interesting, the placement of them, because there's not like a quick service restaurant right there. But I'm guessing it's that thing where like at Starbucks, they probably fill up on their tables and chairs. And then, thankfully it's not too far away to go to find one where you can sit down and enjoy whatever food or beverage you just prefer.
Yeah. So now here you can't take off your mask when you're taking a photo, right?
Nope. Yeah. So unlike at Disney World, masks have to stay on when you're taking photos. I have seen people doing their own photos and taking them off. And I will also say, um, well, even this last time I went to Disney World, I felt like they've waxed up on it. Here's Mater. They've waxed
Hey,
up on it since my
Mater.
first visit, since the after times in September. So I didn't see them enforcing mask wearing as strenuously as they had been in the past. But I would say yesterday I didn't see many cast members like jumping through hoops to try and get people to correct their masks. So if someone had it under their nose, and was just walking, I didn't see any cast members that they passed, even guest relations,
Yeah.
approaching them about it. So
Huh.
it's different than how when Disney World opened, they were obviously very, very, very strict at first, but now they're
How
much
does it
more
feel being at DCA when
careful.
it's fully open like this after a year?
It's great. I mean, it's nice to be back here. Especially my favorite part of the park is the like the Pixar Pier area slash Paradise Gardens. I just like the kinetic motion of the attractions over there. So it just feels good to be back.
Flo's VA Cafe, one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, yes it is. Lots of outdoor dining here.
Got a shaboom into there later.
And then Lightning McQueen, a real race car, is parked up here outside of Luigi's Casa de la Tires.
Do they still? Well, I'm assuming they don't have to ride vehicles out there anymore, right? For Casa de la Tires.
I do not see them. No, I think that was just for the Touch Disney,
Yeah.
and then they put them back on the ride. But we'll go down here because there's more Avengers campus walls, and I think you can see another view of the Quinjet from this side.
Yeah, let's see as much of Avengers Campus as we can.
Yeah, about a month and a half. No, about a month, right? May 1st. We're opening on May 4th. I'm sorry, June 4th.
June, yeah, June. Yeah. How exciting.
Looks like they're not letting me pass here.
Do not pass go. Yeah, always good to see all those cars out there dancing away.
There is the Quinjet behind some kind of a pylon.
It's almost covering it perfectly.
Almost. Here's a cornucopia.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Cornucopia. I'm sorry, a cornucopia. Cornucopia. And we'll go walk past all the people waiting for the Radiator Springs Racers.
Yeah. So they're using an extended queue anywhere for that?
Yeah, up here, which I'd never seen them using before. I mean, it was built for the attraction, but I've never seen them use this side of it.
That's so interesting because I figured that attraction had such a big queue that's outdoors already that they wouldn't need anything else.
I think it's just spacing everyone apart. And then also, this attraction does lose capacity. It's been interesting, like at Disneyland, the rides that don't lose any capacity, like Dumbo, Peter Pan's Flight, like those are among the shortest waits. Mr. Toad, the rides that do lose capacity because they have to keep people spaced out, like Pirates of the Caribbean, have among the longest lines. So this one, it's one party per car because there's just 2 rows. They don't have plexiglass on the cars. So if you're a party of 1, you get a vehicle all to yourself.
Very nice.
So you can see they don't need it right now, but they've got all of this extended queue.
Yeah.
And Flo's looks pretty busy. And it's pretty close to lunchtime.
Yeah. Hey, it's lunchtime, yeah.
I don't see any open tables that aren't marked as being kept clear.
I love that mountain range.
Yeah, that's my favorite part of the attraction, actually, when you come around the bend and the music changes You see the bridge and the waterfall.
Darth Dopey has a question about single rider. Is that open for racers?
No, nope. So no single riders, no fast passes. It is just, again, if you were a party of one, you would get your own car because they're only doing one party per vehicle for social distancing. So you would wait through the normal queue, however long it is, and you would be in your own car if you were by yourself. This area
Stand
got
for the single
busy
riders.
quickly too. We walked through here maybe an hour ago and it was a ghost town.
Oh, wow.
But again, it is lunchtime.
It is.
I believe it is just Kusina Tucamunga that is operating. I think Lucky Fortune Cookie is closed. We can get some beer
Kusina
too.
Cucamonga. That is so much fun.
And again, it's mobile ordering only. So all these people in line are waiting to pick up their mobile orders.
So what happens if you don't have a phone that could do it?
Great question. I'm guessing it's not something they encounter very often, but I don't know what you would do. I don't know if they have like an iPad where they could like help order for you and you can put in your credit card information. I don't know what happens if you don't have a credit card. Probably they send you to guest relations to exchange cash into a Disney gift card.
Jeremiah cannot wait to get a vehicle. I myself.
Yeah, it would be all yours until they add to glass or California changes their rules.
I think we're so far into it at this point that they probably won't add the plexiglass and they're just going to wait it out.
Yeah, I mean, the end of the pandemic does seem to be around the corner. I see Max up there.
Oh, fun.
I mean, the end of it does seem to be around the corner. You know, everything seems to be winding down. Oh, I'm sorry. Mike says he was able to order at the cashier.
Yeah, so there we go.
So they must be one of the few places that will allow you to. I know yesterday at Disneyland, like in Galaxy's Edge Blue Milk, it was mobile order or no order. Same with Dole Whip.
No order for you.
Yep. Mobile order or you can't get it. And if they're sold out, then sorry, it's gone. Let's go see that goof. I have not seen Goofy with him yet.
I hope they could do the perfect cast.
I'm sure they can. Actually, during Touch of Disney, I know they were doing it.
Oh, Amy's wondering what the blue milk tastes like.
So I am actually more of a fan of green milk. Oh, is he going away? Oh, no, he's grabbing his fishing pole. I'm a bigger fan of green milk. In my opinion, blue milk tastes very coconutty. I think there might be some berry flavor in it too. They are dairy free. I think there might be some berry flavoring in the blue one too, but it might be subliminal just because it's blue. I expect there to be berries. The green one to me tastes a little more tropical. I feel like there's kiwi in there, maybe a little bit of mango. It kind of has a citrusy vibe to it. So I'm more of a green milk fan. Hi, Max. Good to see you. Always a pleasure.
Oh, looks like we got a Wilderness Explorer in front of you.
We do have a Wilderness Explorer in front of us. Yeah, lots of Disney bounding. Yesterday at Disneyland too, in some ways it felt like Dapper Day. I think people were dressing up for the event of the park reopening. And some of the Dapper Day-esque attire was very Disney themed.
Hey, Gungan Gamer.
We'll do a loop through the pier. We'll start with the Pixar side and finish with the Paradise Garden side.
A little mermaid over there.
Yeah, Ariel's Under the Sea Adventure.
My
Same
favorite
ride, different name.
Yeah. My favorite is Pixar Pier, so I'm excited to head over there.
Cool, here we go. We got Pixar Pal Around starring everyone's favorite Pixar character, Mickey Mouse. And Luxo is out, nodding his head, welcoming us into his pier. looking off, surveying over his domain. Everything his light touches is his, except if he turns around and sees the Anaheim Convention Center, that's not his.
It's so great because Tony and I were just talking about Luxo over at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Yeah,
And now we
well,
get to
I
see him
think
here.
he moved over. Nick Nack is open, selling merchandise. All your favorite Pixar characters. Lamplight Lounge is now open for the reservations. Reservation only.
Very cool.
All the Pixar silhouettes up here.
Oh, I love those silhouettes. I always forget about them.
Silhouettes. Classic song from the new Phineas and Ferb Candace Against the Universe film.
Oh, funny. I
Oh.
wish I could go to Pixar Pier too, but I'm over in Florida.
Aww. Adorable Snowman Frosted Treats is open. They were closed when we walked by the first time. I see Cinderella enjoying one. Character encounter. So exciting. Oh, they let the blast off.
Love it.
Looks Incredicoaster.
I love those umbrellas.
The umbrellas are awesome. So junior fall umbrellas.
Oh, and boys and girls, if you guys like these posters you see here, they have them on Shop Disney as little puzzles you could do.
And you know where else they have them? Here at the park.
Yeah.
Here's the Parr family home from Incredibles 2. Your load area for the Incredicoaster. Also, when we walked by earlier, Jack's Num Nums was not selling cookies. Even though on the coaster itself, which we rode, they pump in the cookie smell and make you want one. And then you get off, and they weren't going to let me buy one.
Aww.
If they've changed that, I would buy one and eat it on the live stream just because I want it. But I can actually already see it's not open, which is so sad. Everyone should always be able to get cookie num nums.
Cookie Num Nums for everyone.
Yep.
Incredicoaster over there.
Num nums.
Do they have the photos working for Incredicoaster?
So they had, I saw the camera, but at the end, the machines were off. I will say yesterday, Splash Mountain, they had a digital screen outside for you to view your photo and get your number. And I entered it in on the app, and it never appeared in my account.
Oh, weird.
But other photos we took with PhotoPass did. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Do you like the new theming?
I do. But the Poultry Palace is not serving at this time.
That's very sad.
And Mini Zurg is up above, but I thought they had a Mini Buzz on the ground. Looks like he's gone.
Oh, I think you're right.
Mr. Potato Head's been covered up. You can get your Buzz Lightyear churros.
Senor Buzz.
Senor Buzz's churros.
What do you think of the theming of California Screamin' with Incredicoaster? You like it now?
I love it as being Incredicoaster. I just love that there's a story to it. I think it's so cute. Oh, I see Joy up here at the old Philharmonious performance space. Philharmonic.
I like it too. I'm indifferent to it. I like them both.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it added a lot of character, pun intended, to an attraction that otherwise didn't have any. Because before it was just like old Midway coaster. The novelty was at one point in time that the loop looked like Mickey Mouse, but when that changed, not that it changed the experience on the ride itself, but just the aesthetic of it, I felt like wasn't as magical.
Oh, and there's Joy.
There's Joy.
From Disney and Pixar's Inside Out.
Yes, which is well represented right over here.
Pixar Pal Arounds. That's what you're going to want to go on, Jeremiah. Make sure you do the swinging one.
Who's your friend who loves to play? Ding dong, ding dong. He's in there on his neon rainbow.
Aw.
And then this was cute. We hadn't seen this before. I passed this earlier and tweeted it out. But you got this kind of candy-colored rainbow Mickey.
Oh, cute. Kind of looks like a cotton candy.
I know, that's what I thought. I have a mask on and I didn't want to touch it if I'm not going to buy it, but I am curious if it's scented.
Oh, yeah.
So here is
the Emotional Whirlwind.
Emotional Whirlwind, about to take flight. Formerly known as Flix Flyers, for anyone who really misses A Bug's Land. Still lives on in memory. All kinds of fun.
I love that music.
It's beautiful. It's great score. Michael Giacchino does good work.
Yes.
And silly symphony swings are about to. Oh no, they're coming to a stop.
Oh, good to see that open. Looks like quite a few people waiting.
Silly Symphony Swings, based on the classic Mickey Mouse short, The Band Concert, not a silly symphony. And
Funny, I like the retheming for Tower of Terror. I think it's cool, but I know there's a lot of people that don't like it.
I preferred the ride sequence on Tower of Terror. Guardians Mission Breakout is the first ride at Disney, other than, I would say, the Pixar Pal Around swinging side, that I can't do because it makes me sick.
Oof.
And I do not have that problem on Tower of Terror at Disney Hollywood Studios, where they still have the ride pulling you down instead of doing what they do here, which is manipulate the forces of gravity on your person, and makes me unwell. So I don't do that one anymore. Dumping jellyfish.
I'm surprised that's still around, but also not surprised.
It's popular with the kids, you know.
Yeah.
It's cute. And then Grand Californian is open again, so there are guests who are staying here and getting this beautiful view for the first time in forever.
Now, I heard that if you're staying at Grand California, you can't use the entrance.
Yep, the entrance is here, and I have a sign up saying it's only for guests staying at Grand Californian, which I thought was always kind of the case, although I guess I would say we had times where we weren't staying there, but we had booked dinner at Storytellers and used that entrance to get from California Adventure into Storytellers Cafe.
Yeah, and no, everyone uses that, so.
Yeah, but now they are enforcing it. I think the people there made it seem like you needed perhaps a room key to be able to do it.
Oh, I got some puzzles out there.
Yeah, I got some merchandise. I didn't see the Pixar Pier puzzles, but I was going to highlight. One of the few rides not open on the pier is the Golden Zephyr.
Funny enough, it's typically not open anyways.
It is always a chance that there will be a slight breeze that will cause it to have to close, so you're not wrong. Chairs here on the waterfront, by the way, probably put up here for the Touch of Disney and kept up because, again, you have to be at one of those to eat or drink your beverages and foods. One of the things that
Shelly, you're not wrong.
What'd she say?
Oh, she was saying that they're hardly ever open.
Oh, yeah. One of the things that I appreciate as a fan of The Little Mermaid is they cleaned the side of the building. I don't know if you guys know this, but the way the rainwater matriculates down the carved-in mermaids, it often leaves a trail of brown coming out of their bottom, and it looks very much like they've gone a number two.
Oh my gosh, I never knew that.
Yeah, this one you can still see some of it. It's faded a little bit, but they've cleaned it since the last time I saw it.
Wow, that is a hidden gem. I did not know that.
Yeah, so oftentimes when you look at that building, it's pooping mermaids. And today they are They're not having any bowel movements. Very nice. So now we're
Got a little
passing
San Francisco street here.
little San Francisco, and boy, is it little. The Embarcadero, some Full House style houses. Oh, I see Judy Hopps is out. Don't see Nick Wilde with her right now, but the character theming of their little platform has the little popsicle sticks with red on them that Nick Wilde was using to sell to little Rodentia
Yeah.
after his popsicles were sold out. Very, very business savvy.
I'm very curious to see if they keep this up consistently with the amount of characters they have out, since it's only day 2. But man, it is crazy to see how many characters they got going on.
Yeah. And then the attraction is down. They've added lots of seating around the back of it. And most of it, I think, is drained.
Eureka.
Eureka.
Hello, Olivia.
Hi. Yeah, so there's water in the... Oh, there's water in the flume now. I think when Touch of Disney started, it was completely drained. Well, it could also be because we had a little bit of rain not that long ago.
Now, hopefully they're getting ready for that opening.
Yeah, Redwood Creek. It is supposed to open this summer, so it's not closed for any reason other than I think they were doing work on it and it just wasn't ready yet. Redwood Creek Challenge Trail is closed.
Funny, it is not open right now. It's going to be opening up soon, though.
Oh, wow. I see a country bear in the wrong part. Well, I guess they don't have their ride or their show at Disneyland anymore anyway. But I feel like you rarely see bears. Is this Wendell?
They took over the Redwood Creek Challenge now.
Yeah, he caught a fish. Very proud of it. Good
Playing
job.
the bass.
Good fishing. See you later, Wendell. This is one of my favorite jokes in the park. The Russian River Outfitters.
Russian River. Hey, Jensen. Welcome from Belgium.
Bonjour. Benji's mom is from Belgium.
I love that bear.
The bear is so good.
I love how they dress him up for the holidays.
Oh, yeah. So cute. More lovely views of the Grand Californian.
Yes.
We're actually coming up to their exclusive entrance and exit. Only
VIP.
for them right now. Very VIP. You really have to be somebody to use it right now.
Thank you so much, Nicole. Glad that you're having fun with them.
Exit available for guests staying at Disney's Grand Californian Hotel and Spa only.
Ooh. Nice to have all the tables and chairs there.
See, and it is so calm and peaceful back here. None of the hustle and bustle that you see elsewhere in the park. So this is
you don't get the hubbub of all the people.
Yeah, exactly. That is end of line for Soarin, I think, which we tried to do first, and it had a malfunction just as we were about to board. So we got technically a fast pass, I guess you would call it, to return anytime and skip most of the wait. Which we will be doing. Yeah, there's where you would get in line.
Oh, wow.
Soarin right now. We'll see what the
people want to fly.
People really want to fly. Yeah, they really want to soar around the world. One of the interesting things is when the park closed, it was still soaring over California, but they have switched it back to soaring around the world. That was supposed to go through the spring of 2020 and then convert back to soaring around the world for summer of 2020, which we didn't get to have.
Well, I'm sure it'll come back.
I'm sure. This store is closed because, Humphrey's Stores and Supplies, you could always get some Humphrey Bear themed items there, which
I
I'm a
like
big
that
fan
store.
of that character. Me too. Me too.
Hey, Jessica, welcome in.
Some people took a road trip and got some Coca-Cola, and
A lot of Coca-Cola.
they're still here. Yeah, they got a lot of Coca-Cola. And Smoke Jumper's Grill is open. I'm starting to get hungry. And a hamburger or a Impossible Burger sounds good right now.
I like Impossible Burgers.
This line is for churros.
Oh, churro line.
Willie's churros, to be specific. Which they do have a specific flavor at this one. It's,
Oh, cool.
I think that like a Nutella and Nutter butter.
I mean, both of those sound great.
Yeah, fluffer nutter. A fluffer
Yeah,
nutter.
fluffer. So
Fluffer
neither of
nutter.
them.
I see Elsa in her Frozen 2 attire at the fountain now.
Oh, wow.
At Disneyland yesterday, Elsa was in her Frozen 1 ice dress.
Hey, Oswald.
And as we just heard on Disney Cruise Line's newest ship, the Disney Wish, there is going to be an Arendelle restaurant that continues the story where Frozen 2 left off with the engagement of Anna and Kristoff, and the concept art they showed had the characters in their Frozen 2 dresses.
Very exciting.
So we have
Can't wait for the Wish.
Yeah, we have completed the full park. That's everything. That's California Adventure.
What a great park, and it's looking so good for the reopening.
It is. We've got Walt and Mickey over here. The storyteller statue instead of partners.
Hey, John, welcome in.
So thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this walk around Disney California Adventure.
Well, I know I had fun. I hope everyone that's watching had fun as well as we walked around all of Disney California Adventure, especially Pixar Pier. Best part.
Yep. Beautiful.
Well, thank you so much, Alex, and thanks everyone for tuning in.
Thank you, Lee.
Have a good one out there. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.